Welcome to The Other Side, where sports talks soul. I am your host, Kyla, and I have a special guest here today. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what sport you play.
My name is Zeke Bennett, and I play basketball at Bethesda University.
Nice. So I wanted to know, well, we just met too. What was it, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
I'm so happy that you see the vision and that you're here with it.
I'm glad that you went forward with it and was consistently
Right?
trying to talk about it and make it happen.
When we had talked, I know you had said you'd played basketball like your whole life. And so I wanted to know kind of what it feels like to play now versus a kid, not what it looks like, more of like how you feel and how you played so much as a child for fun and kind of transitioning into that as you play college ball.
Yeah, it's really just a lot more serious. Like when you're younger, it's more fun, and it's still fun right now, of course, but younger, you don't think of all those small things and that really matter to go win games and be a good team or a good player and play for yourself and for your team, friends, family. So it just turns it up a notch from now versus when I was a little kid. So.
Yeah, for sure. It elevates it now and a lot of different responses. Yeah, literally every level. Yeah, for sure. Is there one thing that stands out more than others of what a big change was kind of transitioning into that?
I would say moving around, cause bouncing around to different schools and different environments, that's a huge thing. Meeting new people, whole new coaches, a whole new system. I feel I would say that's the biggest change.
And having to be adaptable too, to adapt to all these different environments, the styles of coaching, and the community of everything for sure. Yeah. I was also wondering, when you think back of when you were playing as a kid, was there a moment, a specific moment that you felt that this is more than just a game for me?
It really kind of started pretty young, when my brothers and we were in this league back home in Dallas, and it was
Represent, love that.
Yeah,
Are you a Mavericks fan?
No.
All right, we have another conversation.
I'm actually a Suns fan, but we'll talk about that.
All right, we'll put a pin in it.
Yeah, but really just growing up, we were in this league, in the community, and me and all my closest friends and brother, when we just started playing in that, it was a game called an all-star game, towards the end of the thing, and all the best players or whatnot would play and compete, and just from that point on, it was just always competitive, and I just really fell in love with really competing and trying to go win games from a young age.
Yeah.
So.
It's cool too, to see how you felt too when you ignited that competitiveness within you, and then also having it a part of a team as well. Yeah, the feelings that come up, I'm sure, was definitely different and a revelation too.
Big change.
Yeah, for sure. When we had talked offline, I know we had said that you didn't really experience a lot of adversity until after high school.
Yeah.
And so I was just kind of wondering if you could walk me through that of what adversity looked like for you, whether it was mental, emotional, physical, and any adjustments you had to make in those adversity moments.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in high school, of course, I still went through some things, but it's smaller level.
Yeah.
Every time we go up, it's a bigger notch. So once it was transition to college, you get there and then you're expecting high school kind of, but it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
The pace of the game is way faster, it's more intense. So just changing to that, it was just a big deal, and it was just back in Riverside, I actually got hurt my first going out there, so I didn't even get to play. I had to red shirt. Yeah, I had to red shirt, kind of medical red shirt. So I didn't get to play, and then the whole next year I was gonna go back, and I ended up switching schools last second, and then I went over to Santa Ana, and then I just went through a lot physical. I got hurt there as well.
What was your injury, if you don't mind me asking? What was it exactly that?
I fractured my wrist at a point, and then my biggest one was my knee though. I tore my meniscus.
How long was that recovery for you?
It was about 6 to 8 months. It was pretty. It wasn't too bad because it was a partial tear. So he just went down and shaved it. It didn't have to be a full, but it was enough to have to get surgery. So
yeah.
But the process was definitely tough. And then I also went through relationship things at the same time as
both are coexisting at once.
So, at once it was just a lot and a big deal, and that took a toll on me mentally. So
for
physically
sure.
and mentally, it was just a big thing. But luckily and thankfully I had my family, friends, and everybody staying in tune. Teammates, coaches, they all played a big role in just keeping me like locked in and like focusing on like basketball. So like,
Yeah, having that support system, I feel like,
yeah,
is crucial during that time too,
yeah,
especially when you're trying to balance yourself and to show up for yourself in
yeah,
these injuries and keep a positive attitude while also balancing a relationship.
yeah.
Like that's a lot at once to
Yeah, it's a
deal with.
lot to deal with. And then
Yeah.
like being like far from like most of my family. Like I have a brother that lives out here, but like the rest of my family's all in Texas. So like just
Yeah.
being kind of out here alone is like was tough too. So
Yeah,
it was just like
absolutely.
really challenging, but like we definitely got through it, and like now things are a lot better. So
Yeah, when you
for sure.
experience kind of like that long, or I mean, you still are like having that long distance relationship with your family and friends out there. How do you, when you have those moments, if it has felt lonely, what do you do to kind of pick yourself up?
Just like call people like left and right and just have like good talks, like check up on them, see
Yeah,
how each other are doing, and like that really just like helps me like stay connected. And I come from like a big family, so like being like separated like and
yeah,
out by myself, it like was a big change, but I got used to it, and I'm like older now, so like
yeah.
it's
You're
like all
adapting.
good.
Look at
Yeah,
you,
but
adapting in all these
I
different
come from a
areas.
like big like I actually have 13 siblings. It's
Oh my
14 of us.
gosh,
Yeah,
where do you fall in that line?
I'm seventh. I'm like right in the middle. So
Oh, a
yeah,
middle child.
yeah. So
What, did you feel that your siblings that were younger had more like favoritism than middle children, or like kind of where did you fall into that? Because depending on my family tree, I'm at the top too,
yeah.
and then all the others, and I feel like the middle child actually of my family gets the most favoritism,
Yeah,
which is interesting.
I would like kind
Do
of
you feel
agree
that
with
way?
that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like for sure. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's interesting to kind of see the different dynamics with that.
yeah,
And also too, like when you're making these phone calls, it's like you're being really intentional with it and really wanting that genuine connection. And I think those conversations go such a farther way with that
yeah,
when you have that intention. And so it's nice to hear that when you do have those moments, you are actively wanting to connect with those
yeah,
people,
yeah, definitely.
which is really important. Is there ever a point where you were questioning to keep going?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cause
Like, can you like run like that thought process for me?
like once I got like hurt, and
Yeah.
I just like he said like I had two options: either get the surgery now and like play towards the end of the season, like for playoffs, or start doing rehab now, and then I can play on it and get surgery after season. So like once he said that, I had to kind of make a decision as quick as possible, and I like wanted to keep playing that year, so I just took
Yeah.
like a month, did PT, and then I came back and finished the season on it. And sometimes I still even debate if like that was the right decision, but like I believe it
The
was.
inner
But
conflict can
yeah,
be so
yeah,
real
it definitely
sometimes,
hit
for
sometimes.
real,
But
yeah.
I definitely like the thought came to mind like should I like keep going, but like with the support system and like the right people in my corner, like it was definitely the right thing to just keep on playing, and I'm
Yeah.
glad I chose that. But just being hurt and the like mental thing of like it could happen again, and like now my knee
Absolutely.
is like not the same as like I'm 100%, but like after surgery you're never gonna be like the exact same. So
Yeah, and you're in such a physical contact
yeah,
sport
yeah.
where, yeah, I mean, I just think back to Halliburton on Game
Oh
7 of
man, yeah, I hate to see that. He was
that
gonna
is
have a
rough.
good game too.
Last
Like,
game too, first quarter. Oof.
oh yeah,
Yeah, so I'm just always like when those things happen, it's I feel like so important to know like what you're going through, and also for you to feel seen and
yeah,
to feel acknowledged in that, because that's not easy. I can only
yeah.
imagine like the feelings that come up physically, but everything internal as well.
Yeah, that's really what hits the internal. Like
Yeah.
the physical, of course, that's bad, but like
Yeah.
then it just hits you mentally, and it's just like a whole big deal.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I commend your perseverance. That's
So I
amazing.
appreciate you.
And you
for
keep
real.
going.
Thank you.
With that, and kind of if you have anyone specific like in your sport support system, anyone like that grounded you during that time where you felt more healed to move forward, in that, like when you talk about your support system, is there anyone specific that comes to mind that was able to keep you grounded?
Yeah, I would say like my brother. Like I have a lot, but like we're about the same
Yeah,
age.
I'm like, which one?
Yeah, we're about the same age, but it's my brother, like Miles, and he like really like. I mean, everyone in my support system really helped me, but like us being so close in age and like him going through injuries in college as well, like
Yeah.
he was able to like relate like fully to what I was saying. So like he would be the main person I would say that like kept me grounded and like would push me to keep going, like always calling on me, checking to make sure like I was doing the right thing. So I would definitely say him.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. And are you guys still close? I know I met
Yeah,
you when
yeah.
he was out with us,
Yeah,
but
for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
you guys you have that. Do you think like too, as you guys have gotten older, that because I have this with my siblings too, where kind of like the dynamic changes, but the strength of the bond is still the same.
Yes,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
as you evolve into who you
It
are and
always
everything.
is the same, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's really amazing to
How many
just.
siblings do you have? 'Cause
I have 6.
Oh, you have
So
a lot
I
too.
always thought that I had a lot, but now
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I guess not.
Yeah. I know, 14, it's a lot of us.
14's
but-
crazy. Going into relationships and what that was like, when you say like kind of dealing with that, how did you find that balance between your work and personal life?
Just like staying, like trying to stay in the gym like as much as possible, like just keeping it like in tune with like focusing on my craft to like get better and better, because like it can be ups and downs for sure, like in a relationship and like things like that. So really just trying to find the like balance of like how much time I'm putting to like each of my crafts and relationship with friends, family, like all that, and then school work, like things like that. It's just like a lot you have to balance, and the more older we get, like the more stuff like you have to really focus and worry about. So
I think too, like when you say like everything that is at play, right? All these different factors, do you feel that it's an equal give and take where you are getting as much that you're putting in?
Yeah,
You feel that way? Okay, good.
Yeah,
I think it's important
yeah.
for it to have an equal give and take.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I feel that.
Okay, good. He proves that message. How has, as you've said that things have gotten, better, like with the struggles that you have had in the past, is how is your relationships like looking now with basketball and relationships and how that's changed?
It's changed like in a good way, of course, because like now things are just going like good. Like even though like the system right now, like we started off to a bad start to like the season and things, but like just that I'm like healthy, like in a good mental space, like that's like really like the biggest thing. And like I'm glad like things are all going smooth and the support system has always been there. So like I would just say like really that like things are going good and like everyone like around can see that, and like they continue to like push you and like cheer for you, applaud, and like they were also there like the low times. So like it's just good to like see like who's around and like who really like cares, like to see the journey. So
yeah, to have support throughout all the highs and lows too of that. Yeah, for sure. I think that speaks volume on people's character as well, right? You know who people are. Kind of moving into your identity, because I feel, and a lot of why I wanted to start this podcast too is because I feel like a lot of people that are athletes have their identity based on their performance, and like based off of how you perform or how you do in this sport, like your identity is equivalent to that. And so I want to know who you are when you're not wearing a jersey and what you're like proud of yourself with beyond the number that's on your back.
Yeah, so I would say like I'm proud of like one, I'm like a big like family person, like I'm friends, like all that. Like I really like love to see all my family and friends and like people around me like just elevate and like do what they do in their like workforce, sport, whatever it is. Like I love to see that. So I'm big on like family that they like show me love. Like I love to just like show everybody else love, and like that really like makes me happy, like outside of like me playing like with the like number on my jersey. So I like to like play for others, like of course myself, but like I like to play for others, and I know that other people are like doing the same for themselves and me. So
yeah, and when you show up for your family too, you are serving them in a way too, and the way that you serve on the court, but also serving in your family and the connections and support system that you have is super important. I love that. What would your definition of success in basketball be to you? And success in general, what does that look like?
I would just say like taking it as far as like I know I can like take it, and getting to like even if I didn't reach my like goals, like as long as I like know within myself that I like gave everything that I had to like try to get there, then like I would take that as like success. Like
I see that too as you having a secure relationship with yourself. You know, like if you're like strong in your foundation with who you are, and when you have any setbacks like that, you still got you, and you know that you're proud of that.
Yeah, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So, like,
Yeah, no, I love that. I think you're very sure of yourself, and it's super important to have in such a competitive sport, but also when you do have, different frequencies of balance with your family and sports and personal things going on.
Yeah.
For sure. When you are on the courts currently, because what is your schedule? You told me that you are like 5 times a week. I don't know if it was 7 times a week. I was trying to find the messages and I could not find them. Can you tell me your schedule?
Yeah, it's really not like too crazy, but I like try to make sure like I'm staying in the gym. But like my schedule, like I'm working currently too. Like I just started working with TK
there's
and
that
Kinder.
factor too.
So,
Exactly,
like, But like we only practice like a few days a week right now, so it's like the practices aren't really like too much. But like I'm putting in work outside of that, so like that's a lot. But then I work Monday through Friday, like with the kids at like elementary. So
you work for elementary schools too.
Yeah, I do.
What do you do?
I'm like a coach, like supervisor. Like I like do group games and like watch kids and manage like.
Stop! Wait, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I work for a fitness leadership company that I serve kids through character building qualities in elementary, middle schools.
Yeah, that's like kind of like the same thing I do. I love that.
Look at us! Oh my gosh, great minds think alike. When you are with kids, now that I know this, like, do you feel that you can give something to them, like through your experience with sports or community or anything like that? Like, what is your kind of relationship with kids in that aspect?
Yeah, like I definitely like I like being like that person there that they might not have, like
especially being a coach too, and they're looking up to you.
Like they ask me questions. Like some of them are like really engaged and like really want to get better, and you can tell who wants to get better, and then the kids that are still in the playful mode just want to have fun. So, but I love like being there for them and like showing them like new skills and new things they didn't even know about at all. So, and then the babies like the TK and Kinder.
I love the TK.
Yeah, they're a handful.
The littles,
they
still, I know. I'm like, they don't even know how to walk in a straight line to lunch, so.
The boys are extremely, like, a handful.
The boys,
The girls tend to, like, listen pretty well, like, and it's always
checks
good.
out.
But it's
even at a young age. Oh, no, I love that. Oh, you just got so many moral points for that. Wow. But yeah, I wanted to know, when you are on the courts currently, what drives you? Like, what does it bring you? Peace, fulfillment? Like, what is it that you are getting out of basketball internally?
It's really just like the joy, like within my, like for playing, because I've been doing it for so long, and like I have so much like love for basketball. So like it's really just like being out there and having fun. Like when I first stepped out on the court, like from being back after injury in like a couple years, like I like was at the table about to check in, and I was just like, wow, like I'm really finna be back out here again, and like it was just like exciting, and like I wasn't really nervous. I was nervous for like my knee, if anything, like just because like it's a mental thing still, like even a year and a half later. But I definitely like was excited, and that's really just been it, like the joy of like playing basketball. So.
Yeah, and the joy overrides that fear.
Yeah,
too,
you know? Like once I get out there, and like as soon as I like
Yeah,
run up and down one time,
mode.
I'm like good, I'm locked in.
Yeah,
so.
hell yeah, exactly. If we kind of look at like reflection, and you've already expressed, and I can already feel it, like the growth that you've had in basketball from a young age, and to the way that you hold yourself now. And I feel that you also hold yourself accountable, and also having that discipline, because you're showing up off the courts as well, and showing up for yourself. And I think that too, like your brain can correlate, like, hey, I am showing discipline. Like, do you feel that when you are putting in that discipline off the courts, that you have a different sense of accomplishment as well?
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like it definitely gives me like within myself,
Yeah.
like it's like proud
Testament
of myself.
to yourself
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
See how
like,
far you can really
like,
go.
Set myself for like higher goals and higher standards, so that way, like if I fall short, I'm at least still in like a good range of like what I initially wanted to like reach. So
Yeah, no, that's what I'm teaching the kids right now. I tell them, it's like, imagine yourself in like your own video game.
I love
right?
to do that.
And what do? You complete these tasks, you unlock these new portals or missions and whatever. And then once you do that, you can take the strength and knowledge that you have from the first level and go to the next one. Obviously, it's going to be more challenging, but you have more resources to use and apply yourself. And then your goals just keep getting bigger and evolving. Yeah.
I love looking at life as like a game, because it really is like we're our own characters. We can do whatever we want. So like I love that.
Yeah, I forget what the quote is, but it's like, you can't control like the cards you're dealt, but you can't control the hand you play.
Yeah, I've heard.
Right?
Yeah. That's true.
It's very true. I know. And just so great, making the name for yourself as you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Consistency is key. Do you feel that there's anything you've had to unlearn about yourself, like in basketball, or maybe things that you learned more about yourself in sports? Or in like community too?
I would say like learn more like as far as like certain like tools that I need to be better like on the court and off the court, and that's like a big thing is like consistency, like
And comes with self-awareness too.
Yeah.
Self-awareness big. You can't change it if you're not self-aware,
you
right?
Can't at all.
No,
so, like,
self-aware is the first step. It's what you do after that, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel through the adversity that you've experienced, do you think it's made you a better player or more self-aware or both or something different?
Yeah, I believe it's like changed me a little bit as a player, but like in a good way, like more like knowledge and then like in tune with like the littler like things that like really like matter, like to like go like compete and like taking care of the body, like being back like in like high school, like I didn't really think of it too much. Like even like first year into college, like
especially when you're growing into an adult too and going through all these different changes and like to be conscious of all these different things, I feel like can be a lot too.
Yeah. So it's just definitely a change, but
yeah, awesome. I know you said that basketball and like what drives you is the joy, which is so important. I just wanted to know as well of what does fulfillment in basketball look like for you? Was it something different years ago to what it is now, or has it just evolved? And like, what is it that you find fulfillment in with basketball?
I would say like it just evolved like around like I don't know, I wouldn't say exactly like when I would see like the biggest point that it like made that big change, but just like we were talking about earlier, like every level, like every time or a new environment, like just something like big like that. It's like once you go and like you like jump into a new environment and I like learn the system quick and I like learn that's like, okay, like I'm proud of myself. Like I'm like ready to do this, ready to like play this and that. And then you go to another school another year and it's just like, I've been having to just change so much. It's just the consistency and like learning and like just really paying attention and taking care of business. So.
And the attitude you're having with it though, you're like, bring it. Like I'm ready to go and do this and that. That's
like, even
awesome.
after like injuries, like I try to keep that same mindset.
Yeah,
and, like, I'm
super
still ready
important.
for like,
and being that voice for yourself too, for sure. I love this question. I want to always ask this type of question. Good. You better be. Oh gosh, I'm moving the set. If your younger self could see you now, right? Still playing, still showing up, what do you think your younger self would say to you right now?
That's a good.
I know. Thank you. It's hard because it can be very complex. Like so many different ways it can go.
Yeah, because like my younger self wouldn't have thought that like I would be in this situation.
Yeah.
Like my younger self, like probably like most other people would think that they would be at the highest level right now in the NBA, like millionaire, this and that. So like my younger self would probably look up and be like question it for a second, but then like knowing like everything that like we went through, it would be like, oh, like I'm proud, like you're actually at a great spot. So like that's kind of like I feel like it would be viewed.
Yeah, and how you're saying that too is like I feel like it's so easy to compare other people's journeys and other people's timeline of things, and it's like there is a timeline of events that occur and milestones, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's your timing, right?
And like, I feel like it just gets more in this day and age, like social media and stuff. It's so easy to like look at someone else's like journey and be like, oh wow.
It's crazy.
So
like you could scroll for 10 minutes and then your self-esteem is shot. I'm like, okay, well, why am I on here?
So it's good to just stay grounded and like really just focus on yourself and like only worry about your journey and not everyone else's. So.
Yeah, and also has to go with like. Too, I feel like when I'm on social media and depending on where I am with myself or what season that I'm in with myself, I could see it as like, oh, things are like this shows that it's possible, or it could be like, oh, why am I not there yet? But it's all about perspective too, right? So it's like, I can view it in a negative way, but then I need to change my perspective. That's not really a growing mindset. It would be more static. So I think that's super important, and that's exactly what you have going on too with your perspective. And it's completely positive, and I love that. kind of closing in and thinking about the other side of your story. What's the biggest lesson that's come of it, out of it?
Stay true to yourself and like really like treat everyone like around you like how like you would want to like be treated, like no matter like the situation. Like,
Always being
like,
kind is so
yeah,
important.
like family, friends.
You never
like,
know what people are going
relationship,
through.
like coaches, team, like anybody, like no matter who it is, like to really like just treat others like with respect. Like, someone could be having the worst day and you would never know, and you might come up and like say something that like could just kill their whole day, and it just like.
Well, you're also an inspiration to many as well, to these children and to people that are even in your division and everything, and the way that you can teach them, and even people that watch, like your story can really resonate with others. And that's why I'm so happy you're here, to be able, that you feel safe enough to talk about it too, and to give that space. And so I just really appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I want people to like really like know that like you can still like times can be hard, but like you can like, when I got hurt and I was dealing with like relationship things, like I would have never thought that like I would be in the position I am like right now, and I still have like way higher goals like that I'm like on my way to reach, but like I would have never thought I would even be in this position. So like the fact that I'm in this position now, it's just like good to like look back and be like we made it. Like,
and you overcame it too. Yeah, you rose above.
Yep.
Right. I kind of want to touch back on that before I end with some questions. In a relationship too, with your partner, do you feel that they were able to understand and really empathize with the struggles or imbalance or adversity you may have been feeling? Or was it harder to kind of get them to understand that because of they're not in your position? Like, were they able to be at an understanding level, or was that a little bit more tricky? Kind of how was that when you guys, if you guys had those?
I feel like it was an understanding level and like being there for me and like all that, but just like things like outside of like being there for me like just made things difficult, which then like would just cause like all type of problems, and then it was just a whole big deal.
And things get lost in translation, and especially if things are over the phone too or anything like that, things can get misconstrued for sure. I appreciate you being open about that too. I appreciate that. Thank you. I also want to know what's next for you, both on and off the courts.
I mean, I actually got like hurt, like I said, so like I'm gonna be out for like probably miss this next week. We play 2 games.
How long is your recovery like needing?
Probably
to be?
just be like a couple weeks, like, and it could be like quicker, like just it's like a day-to-day type thing, like just how it gets better day by day. And it was just like a contusion, so like.
What do you do during that time, like when you're not able to be on the courts? Like, what do you do to like make the most of like as close as you can get to? I
make sure like I just consistently like ice it, like rest it, like just do all the. I go to PT, like I've already been twice this week after getting hurt, so like I just really like stay on top of doing everything I can to try to get back on the court, and like, but at the same time not rushing it because I don't want to be hurt worse like long term. So like I think it's
that's
good
true.
To, like, balance it.
The reward will be greater with the more patience you have in that too.
Yeah, so that's definitely what I would say. Like on the court, just trying to win games with my team. Like even right now when I'm out, like I'm still there cheering for him on the bench.
I love that.
Like that. So.
I love that. I see that a lot with. I remember when Derek Lively was injured. And he's always there. I'm like, there he is.
Yeah. So I definitely want to do that and just keep cheering them on until I'm back. And then once I'm back, like get back involved, like on the court, like, and start playing and win us some games, go compete for like a championship.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say, like on the court.
And you're showing up still for your teammates and your community. And that shows the type of player, not only the player that you are, the person that you are. Right. And I think the way that you're intentional and thoughtful with your family and your close circle off the courts can kind of correlate with how you show up for your teammates too, and the community that you're building there and that support system. When you mention physical therapy, what is that like? Is it frustrating? Are you like, what are you feeling? What feelings come up during that?
Like, I mean, these last 2 times that I went, like it was just like I was excited to go because like after the first one, like it really like helped a lot. Like I was feeling a lot better just after the one session. So like that's how I knew I was gonna. At first I was a little worried that I would be out a little bit longer, but after one session I was like, oh, like I'm gonna be back way faster than I thought. So, but when I'm there, like sometimes it's tough. Like man, I gotta be here doing this and doing that. Like, and I should be like wanting to be healthy and wanting to be playing, but like. It's okay. Like I'm gonna just sit it out and continue to like get it better. And once I get back and the time is right, then I'll just be ready. So.
And you're acknowledging those feelings that come up. It's not like you're dismissing them or avoiding them.
I feel like that's the number one thing, like even off the court, on the court, just like mentally, like when you like acknowledge and know like the like problem or the hard thing that you're dealing with, when you acknowledge it first and really like take and don't try to push it to the side, I feel like you can approach it better.
Definitely. And your mind is in a clearer state too. It's like if you look at it too, it's just like these different emotions that are flowing in water, like it's going to pass, but you just make sure, just let it keep going, right? Feel what you need to feel and keep going. You're good. Yeah. Because even when you said that too, the first thing you said is, I was excited when I went, right? And you acknowledged how like the feelings that can conflict with that, but still having the core of you staying positive, which shows the core of your heart too, which is really great. What's something people wouldn't expect to learn from your journey?
It's another good one.
Thank you. I'm on a roll right now.
You are.
Thanks.
I don't know. I feel like people that like are in my like circle and like I feel like they are like expected this. They might even expect more and better, but like people that like don't really like believe and like see the vision that I have, and the people that like believe and trust in me see, like I feel like they like just might look at like where I'm at now and be kind of shocked and just look at it like, oh, like he did say he was gonna do that, now he's doing it. Like, oh, he's doing this now. Like he wasn't lying. Like, so I feel like the people that like really like care for me and like are in my circle, and I know like I would do the same for them. Like I feel like they know and they're like proud of where it's at. But the other people, they might just not be up with it yet, and that's cool. Like you need those people there too to like keep you going and just keep proving them wrong. So
definitely.
Yeah.
That kind of had me curious about another question. Do you feel that it is, whether it's subconscious or conscious of you doing it, do you feel it is more important for others to be proud of you or for you to be proud of yourself?
I feel like it's more important for you to be proud of yourself, for sure, like 100%, because if it's not within yourself, then like,
and then what, you're doing things for other people all the time?
It's
or
definitely got to be within yourself.
Yeah, yearning for their approval or their, for them to see you as the light that you've always seen yourself as.
And I've had that like in me for a minute, because like my family, we actually have like a clothing like brand called Ugly, and it stands, like, it's like an acronym, and it stands for You Gotta Love You.
Shout it out. Yeah,
sure.
Promote it.
And it stands for You Gotta Love You, because like if you don't love yourself first, then like you can't even like love and give the like things to other people that like you want to do if you're not loving yourself first. So
I love how that's a theme in your family too.
Yeah, that's like a big thing. Like
literally the foundation of your family of having that. That's amazing. Also shows like how important and how beneficial it can be to have human connection. Right? Like that's just and what it does and how it helps you and heals you.
It does.
Also wounding you sometimes, but it can heal you as well. Part of life, right?
For sure.
Okay, moving on to another question that I didn't let you answer. What do you see for yourself off the courts? So not like while you're still playing basketball, like what's next for you off the courts? Is there any like other personal goals you have, or like things that you're interested in?
Yeah, definitely. And there might be some things that like people like wouldn't expect. Like
exactly. Another part of it.
Like that, and it would be like photography, videography, like fashion, like things like that.
Ooh.
Like that's why I asked like what kind of camera, because I'm finna get my own camera. And,
Stop! You can be my editor once I make it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get right in that like whole field. So like that's like I want to do short films. I have tons of like ideas that I type up in my notes, like short films and like photography, like scenes.
What genre of short films are you thinking, or like what would that be? Would it be more of like filming with sports, or would it be?
I like to like do like a lot of different like everything. Like I want to do sports,
variety,
like clothing, like just random short films. Like try to do like little movies or like little snippets.
Sick.
Like I love.
Please
just, like,
let me know when you start
sure.
your first project. I would love to see it and support in any way I can.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm figuring out that camera and I'm like, what are all these settings? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm constantly on YouTube.
Dude, I'm at Best Buy with the two workers. I'm like, can you do this for me, please? And they're showing me. I'm in there for like hours.
I still like can't even decide which camera I want.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
I'm still
That's what took me a long time too. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I might have just balled out on the wrong fucking camera. Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
for
trying
sure.
to make sure I get the right one. But like whatever one I'm gonna get, like you can be creative at the end of the day. So like it'll be something. So
And then the lenses. You just wait till you get into the lenses too. I'm like
I
dipping my
know.
toes into it. But
I
I'm
know.
like,
That's where it
holy
really
shit,
gets like
fuck.
pricey.
Yeah, no, they're pricey and they're big.
Yeah, they're
I'm like, how am I
huge.
supposed to
Like
carry this fucking unit with
you
me
gotta have a whole
everywhere?
backpack.
Am I getting fucking neck workout? Like, oh my gosh, but yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so that's
Oh my
like I love doing
gosh.
that. Like I genuinely like that's
No,
like what
please
I
send me
love
your
doing.
pics and,
I will for
anything
sure.
like that.
I
That's
will.
so cool. If you were to choose your dream team, I know you said you're a Phoenix Suns fan, and Katie's no longer on there. How do you feel about that?
I have mixed emotions about it. It's like sometimes I feel like it was good, but sometimes I feel like we should have kept him. But like, of course, he's like one of the greatest players of all time. So having him would be great. But like, I wish they would have just built around like him and like D-Book like a little better.
I know.
So that way we can keep them two together. But
Yeah, and then they took Klay Thompson from Steph Curry, and then don't even get me started on
this
my
year's
man
been
Luka.
like one of the craziest years.
Oh my
ever.
gosh. Yeah, anyway, I could talk about this for a while, but I want to, yeah, right? I know, that's like a whole other episode, I feel like.
Part 2.
Okay, who's your dream team?
Gotta go Curry.
Okay.
For sure. After Curry, or we talking like all in their prime, like right?
Yeah,
just,
no, yeah,
like,
sure,
everyone in
whatever,
their-
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, just had to clarify.
Just in general, yeah.
I'm definitely going Curry, LeBron, Shaq. That's like my three for sure.
Yeah,
Then
2 more.
Definitely gonna go with. I'll go with Jordan, and then
Yeah,
like
solid choice.
probably
Have
like
you
a
seen The Last
Larry
Dance
Bird.
on Netflix?
Yeah.
Very,
That's
very
great.
crazy. Yeah. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's
And
a
Larry
good one.
Bird, you said?
Yeah, that
That's
was
a good
one.
lineup. Okay, cool.
How about
That's
yourself?
wonderful.
What's your
Oh,
lineup
my,
looking like?
that's a good, I haven't been asked that. I don't usually get asked the question, Zeke. Okay, Luka's for sure on my team. I love Luka. I also love Kyrie. And if you notice, I want you to see the next time he takes a free throw, because I noticed this when I first started watching. And every time before he shoots a free throw, he says, "Thank you, God."
No, for real.
Yeah. He mouths it to himself every time. Says thank you God and shoots.
Oh wow.
Every
I didn't know
time.
that.
Yeah, I know. Watch it. It's
Yeah,
all about
I'm gonna
awareness,
pay
baby.
attention next
I don't
time,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it.
I'm excited to see him back on the court.
Oh
as
my
well. Like,
gosh, I know. Is it back in spring or
Yeah,
is he?
he's actually been moving like pretty good,
Has
like
he?
making like
Have
a
you
quick.
been seeing him in the
Yeah,
office
like, I've been
at
seeing-
your therapy room too?
I wish.
You guys going together?
I wish. Go get some shots up and all that.
Yeah, no, for real.
But,
Yeah, no, it'd be Luka. It'd be Kyrie. What's his name? He's on the Nuggets. He's a shooting guard. What is his name? It's not. I would have Jokic too.
that's-
Shooting guard. What is his name? He's in the commercial with Cooper Flag. Oh, it's gonna kill me.
shooting guard on the Nuggets.
I know. Wait, let me see. I have my phone. Let me look. He is. Yes,
He's
yes.
like right
I am for sure. He's on the Nuggets. Don't underestimate me,
I'm
Zeke.
trying to think though, like
Hold
shooting guard
on.
on the Nuggets right now.
What is? Oh, Murray, Jamal Murray.
Oh, Jamal
That's who
Murray,
it is. I didn't even have to
Jamal
look it
Murray.
up. He is on the Nuggets, right? He is
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Nuggets.
he is.
Yeah. Okay. I would choose Jamal Murray, Jokic, Luka, Kyrie. I really like. Oh, I'm not gonna say that one. I'd probably choose Jordan.
Okay.
But I don't know if I choose a lot of defensive players. I'd be a really offensive team, not a lot of defense going on.
Yeah,
But
you better be moving
yeah.
fast,
I
putting
know.
up points.
My team's gonna have to really have their game plan intact. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
It's
for
been
sure.
such a
Thank
joy
you for
having
me.
you.
I've been like really excited like to come and like happy for you and like starting it because like when you first brought it like to my attention, it was just,
Literally
like,
bombarded you. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm doing this. You should
know,
come.
And I was all for it. I was all ears, like excited to like
Yeah.
see you and like the fact that you were consistently like every couple weeks, like hey, like just trying to like keep in
Yeah,
touch.
it's definitely a work in progress for
I'm
sure.
proud
As
that
you know,
like,
with things.
Yeah, for sure. I'm proud of you for sure for keeping it going and like making it happen. So I
Thank
appreciate
you. Thank you for
having me.
seeing me and believing
Yeah,
in me and
for sure.
everything. Like that goes a long way, and to know you for such a short time and for
Yeah.
you to see that, it means a lot. So thank you.
For sure. No, thank you.
Yeah. If anyone, if you or someone you know would like to share the other side of your story, hit me up in my DMs, all right? And we'll schedule something, right?
Do that for sure.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, we have a recommendation. He approves. So yeah, thank you so much. It's wonderful. We're done.